How's everybody doing tonight on this shit? How's everybody doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? All right, let's get this shit started here tonight, man. Let's get this shit started here tonight on a freaking Monday, man. Mondays are long. I'm gonna try to go as fast as possible. But Jesus Christ, these Monday shows are always the longest. We gotta recap all 3 days. Whatever we left up on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and whatever started already on Monday. So let's get started, man. Um, So Mexico, obviously, they're very excited about their game tonight. They say they're treating it like a Super Bowl. Jesus Christ, man. They actually just posted here the leading jerseys in Mexico. Josh Allen leads the way. Then it's George Kittle. Then it's T.J. Watt. Mac Jones. I beg you pardon. I think they love there's a bunch of Patriots over there from the Tom Brady days, I think, and they still follow the Patriots. I think the Patriots are kind of like the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Dallas Cowboys over there because of all these young kids like in their 20s and like their 10-year-old and shit like that. They were like the Patriots are almost like a cow like they I think that their fan base is that big over there like a Cowboys or a Steelers fan base. And then last is Nick Bosa from the San Francisco. So those are the top leading jersey sellings in Mexico, man. Pretty cool to see, man. Broncos get more injuries, man. Chase Edmonds suffered a high ankle sprain, and he's expected to miss a few weeks, which was weird because they literally right before that they announced they were releasing Melvin Gordon, and now Chase Edmonds says, I don't know who the fuck's gonna be the running back now for the Denver Broncos. Jameson Williamson from the Detroit Lions is expected to practice this week. Could he come back on Thursday for Thanksgiving game versus the Bills? We'll see, man. That'd be cool to see. Bucks designate running back Giovanni Bernard to return from injury reserve and could be activated to the 53-man roster at any time next. Okay, so more running back help coming to help maybe Leonard Fournette out a little bit with the running back. Giants head coach Brian Dable told reporters that rookie wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson tore his ACL. Damn, man. Not a very good week for the fucking Giants getting upset by the Lions and losing their freaking rookie wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson. Jesus Christ, man. Chiefs Patrick Mahomes now 14-0 in road games versus the AFC West, the second longest winning streak by a starting quarterback in road division games since the 1970 merger, trailing only Hall of Famer Joe Montana 20-game road. That's crazy, man. Jesus Christ, Patrick Mahomes is 14-0 on the road versus his freaking division rivals. Jesus Christ, man. That shit is crazy, man. So Joe Mixon got hurt. He's having a concussion. He's gonna maybe miss some time. Offensive lineman Christian Dawson got hurt for the Vikings. Concussion as well. He's gonna miss some time. And then we got some little college. Well, I'll talk about the college news later. Justin Fields suffered a shoulder injury. He's gonna be evaluated. They said they're gonna update more on Wednesday. Let's see here. Matthew Stafford again suffered a concussion. Jesus Christ, man. Oh my goodness, Matthew Stafford, man. Jesus Christ. But anyways, man, going into that, let's go over some of these games that took place last night, man, in week 11 of the NFL season, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go around the league, man. So we had the fucking the Eagles come through at the end there, beating the fucking Colts 17-16, man. They were down. They were freaking down by 10 points, man. They were they were down entering the fourth quarter, man. 13-3, man. The offense was looking terrible. It's like I think me memorabilia. I believe even Terry Bradshaw has said on TV that a bunch of the success from the Eagles was because there wasn't not enough film on this Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts. But now there's starting to be more film on it, and that's why they're starting to struggle because now teams have a better idea what the Philadelphia Eagles are trying to do, and that might be the case. Like I said, only 3 points through 3 quarters. Trying to turn the ball over more. There was a strict sack fumble by Jalen Hurts. AJ Brown fumbled after catching a football. They're trying to get sloppy with the football. The offense is not clicking as it was earlier in the year. There's definitely some holes, but they come back. They scored. They ended up They ended up scoring 14 points in the fourth quarter and ended up coming back and winning the game 17-16. So good for that, man. At least they came back and won the game in the fourth quarter. So we'll see. They're 9-1, but things not looking at defensively. I thought they do much better. They only, let's see here, the 99 yards, so 84 by Jonathan Taylor. He's gonna get his. He's one of the best running backs, but I thought they did a much better job with that. But anyways, at least they kept Jonathan Taylor below 100 yards. And the team overall, literally at 99 yards, right below 100. So I thought they did a little bit better job with that, but it's got some work to do, man. Falcons 27-24 over the Bears. Falcons are 5-6, man. They are really starting to compete for that freaking NFC South, man. Bills, Browns 31-23 up there in Detroit. Bills get the W. Patriots 10-3 over the fucking Jets. No offensive title of touchdowns. It led to a fucking freaking punt return late in the game. Jesus Christ, 10-3. Freaking Patriots win it, man. Jesus Christ. Saints 27-20, like I said. Freaking the Rams. Matthew Stafford is hurt again. Cooper Kupp is out for the season. Things not looking good for the Rams. I believe they're like fucking 3-7, and they got the Chiefs coming up. Jesus Christ, man. Lions 31-18 over the fucking Giants. Huge upset. I believe the key in this game was they really took away the running game and Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley, man, only ran for 22 yards. They kept them below 100 yards, 89 yards. So that was a good. And Detroit's not known for defense; they're known for offense. So good for that Detroit defense of stepping up and stopping Saquon Barkley in that running game as they upset the Giants 31-18. Ravens beat the Panthers 13-3. Commanders beat the Texans 23-10. Raiders beat the Broncos 22-16 in overtime. I saw a stat that if the Broncos would score like 19 points or more, they would be 9-1. Jesus Christ, man! Now they got Kubiak, which Coach Kubiak, who I believe it's Gary Kubiak's son, is now calling the offensive plays. Still not a lot. You still can't fucking score 20 points. That's been their problem. If they can get like 20 points, 24, 25 points, they'll probably be 9-1. That's how good their defense has been. But as bad as their fucking offense has been. Jesus Christ. Cowboys just beat the shit out of fucking Minnesota 40-3. Jesus Christ, man. Prescott won 22. Prescott completed 22 of 25 passes, 276 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Tony Pollard 80 yards, Ezekiel Elliott 42 yards with 2 touchdowns for Ezekiel Elliott. But yeah, man, great game. As a team, they ran for 151 yards. They did a great job, man. Kirk Cousins 12 for 23, 105 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Dalvin Cook 72 yards. Justin Jefferson only 3 catches for 33 yards. TJ Henderson 5 catches, 34 yards. They just couldn't. Adam Thielen 2 catches, 25 yards. They couldn't get going, man. Jesus Christ. Kirk Cousins barely threw for 100 yards, man. They just simply couldn't get going, man. I don't know what the fuck happened, man. I believe it was the biggest win in Cowboys franchise history on the road. Jesus Christ, man. What a great win for the Cowboys, man. And like a memorabilia said on Discord, they're just running the ball now. They're starting to treat maybe Prescott, maybe not as limited, but maybe like more like an Alex Smith, or like, unless you really have to, don't throw the ball. It seems like they're starting to treat him that. I think they're almost like starting to treat him like they're starting to play like the way they were playing when they had Cooper Rush come in. It's almost like, okay, you're better than Cooper Rush, but maybe they don't think he's as, maybe just a little bit better. But it seems like they're running the offense they were running with Cooper Rush with Dak Prescott. Anyways, Bengals 37-30 over the Steelers. Bengals get the nice win. And at the end there, man, 30-27. Chiefs with the win over the Chargers. Chargers had some chance, man. The thing that sucked, everybody was so excited, right? They finally got all their freaking receivers back, you know. Keenan Allen and fucking Mike Williams are back. Mike Williams, first fucking catch attempt. It's like a jumping catch on the freaking sideline. He fucking once again hurt his fucking ankle. He's out for the game. But I thought Joshua Palmer did a good job stepping up. He had, I believe, 8 catches, 2 touchdowns. He did a good job stepping up in his presence. But, you know, in the beginning, they were doing a good job in that first quarter, limiting them to field goals, the Chiefs. But then obviously they got going. They started getting some touchdowns with Travis Kelce. And there at the end they had a chance. They went into the fourth quarter winning 20-16. But then they lost the lead. 23-20. They took it back again. 27-23, and then at the end, man, what a minute left. I think Patrick Mahomes, man, drives them down the field, gets the field goal, 30-27. They still gave the Chargers another chance. The freaking Justin Herbert threw the interception, got tipped up in the air, and the defensive player for Kansas City caught it. And that was pretty much the end of the game, man. Great win for the Chiefs, man, with no Juju Smith-Schuster, Nicole Hartman. They had to win this game, man. Even Mike Williams, they got hurt still, man. It's at home. You're supposed to be like the second best team in your division behind them, and they now fall to 5-5. The Chiefs go to 8-2. The Chiefs are gonna win that division again, man. Jesus Christ. Patrick Mahomes, 20 out of 34, 229 yards, 3 touchdowns, all to Travis Kelce. Isaiah Pacheco ran for 107 yards. Like I said, Kelce 6 catch, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns. They were just playing pitch and catch, man. Fucking Travis Kelce and fucking Patrick Mahomes, man. Jesus Christ. Justin Herbert 23 out of 30, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The interception was pretty much his last throw of the game. Austin Ekeler 83 yards, 1 touchdown. Like I said, Josh Palmer had a great game, 8 catch, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns, but not enough. Not enough if the fucking Chiefs won it there at the end. 30-27, man. Fucking Chiefs, man. Anyways, man. Let's talk about some college football, ladies and gentlemen. So we started off with Tennessee's quarterback is out for the season, man. He tore his ACL. So Tennessee's done, man. They lost 2 games. They got smashed by South Carolina over the weekend. They're done. Their season's over. They lost 2 games now. They lost to Georgia. They lost to South Carolina. Their quarterback's up for the season. Their season's over, man. It's over, Tennessee, man. Great season, but it's over. So Tulum beats SMU 50-24. Navy beats Central Florida 17-14. Nice little upset there for Navy. Michigan, man, escapes at the end, man, 19-17 versus Illinois. I think they were thinking ahead to Ohio State this week, and they overlooked Ohio. They overlooked Illinois, but at the end, they get the W with a field goal, 19-17. TCU, same thing. I think they didn't take Baylor too seriously. At the end there, they escape as well with a field goal, 29-28. Alabama beats Austin Peay 34-0. Florida State beats Louisiana at 41-17. Kansas State beats West Virginia 48-31. Oregon State beats Arizona State 31-7. Notre Dame beats the hell out of Boston College 44-0. Georgia beats Kentucky 16-6. They struggled, but at the end they got them. Ohio State, same thing. They kind of struggled with Maryland. But typical Ohio State, they get off to a slow start in the first half. In the second half, they usually explode. And they won this game 43-30. Clemson beats Miami 40-10. Penn State beats Rutgers 55-10. Louisville upset North Carolina State 25-10. Cincinnati beats Temple 23-3. Georgia Tech upset North Carolina 21-17. Damn. And like I said, South Carolina upsets Tennessee 63-38, where it led to the freaking quarterback being out for the season with a leg injury. Arkansas upsets Ole Miss 42-27. Oklahoma upsets Oklahoma State 28-13. Oklahoma played better defense now. And then freaking Washington beats Colorado 54-7. Oregon upsets Utah 20-17. Nice little win for Utah after losing last week to Washington. Maybe the same thing. They were looking ahead to the Utah game and didn't take Washington that serious. And then the game of the night, man, freaking USC upsets fucking, or not upset, but they beat UCLA 48-45. This fucking game, man, it looked like there for a while that UCLA might actually run away with it, man, as they took a 14-0 lead in the first quarter. But then obviously Seb Williams got his head out of his ass. He started playing better. They fucking went into halftime 21-20. It was a great ass game, man. 21-20 at halftime. And then at the end, man, they started going back and forth, man. Eventually USC took a 10-point lead, 41-31. And at the end, man, you know, it was 48-45 and freaking pendejo face. Dorian Thomason threw an interception. And it was the end there, 48-45. I thought that was the difference in this game, man. Sel Williams, a much better quarterback than fucking Dorian Thomason Robinson, man. He had 4 touchdowns, but he also had 3 interceptions plus a fumble. And also like he threw like back-to-back interceptions at the end of the fucking first half. He throws the first one and they kick a field goal and they missed it. It's like, okay, Chip Kelly, like just run the ball, go take a knee, go to halftime. Because they would have gone to halftime 21-17, but instead, no, they throw it again and it gets intercepted again. This time they do make a field goal. So instead of going to halftime, they go to halftime 21-20. They could have gone to halftime 21-17. That's 4 points. You lost by 3, you dumbasses. You could have possibly won the game 45-44. What a moron, Chip Kelly, especially after the previous play. They have intercepted it and they missed a field goal. Just take a knee, go to halftime with a fucking 21-17 lead, you moron. Jesus Christ, man. But anyways, Dorian Thompson Robinson, 23 for 38, 309 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, a fumble as well. But yeah, man, Jesus Christ, pendejo face. Sal Williams, 32 out of 43, 470 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sal Williams, 32 for 33, 470 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. They ran for 179 yards. Freaking, they couldn't stop the receiver either. Fucking Jordan Addison, man. 11 catch, 178 yards, 1 touchdown. They couldn't stop them either. But yeah, man, that could have actually been the game, man. As the fucking first half was ending, just take the interception, especially the second one after he previously had intercepted the ball. Just take a knee and take the fucking 21-17 fucking halftime lead, pendejo faith. That could have been the game right there. That was a 4-point swing. You could have won the game 45-44, you dumbass. Anyways, let's go to the National Basketball Association now. 76ers, Joel Embiid will miss tomorrow's game against the Nets with a left-footed sprain, as well Friday's game against the Hornets. Beyond will be up. His status will be updated later. Philly will be down at least Embiid, Harden, Maxey tomorrow. Man, that must have been a great game, fucking Nets and Sixers, but now the fucking Sixers players are hurt, man. Maxey and Harden have broken foots, and now Joel Embiid also has a freaking foot. Jesus Christ, man. Lakers, Westbrook X-rays on his thumb were negative, so that's a good sign. Let's see here. Washington signed G League guard Devin Dunson. Like I said, Maxey out 3 to 4 weeks with a broken foot. Let's see. Let's see whatever's going on here. Trailblazers signed guard center Ubu Dubi. Okay, I think that, let's see if there's more NBA news over here. Let's see if there's more. Let's see here. Trailblazers say Damian Lillard has a grade 1 strain of a social muscle in the right lower leg and will be revalidated in 1 to 2 weeks. Damn, Damian Lillard's also hurt. And Portland's doing really good, man. Now they're fucking gonna go to the shithole, man. With Damian Lillard being hurt. Jesus Christ. Utah Jazz guard Mike Conley avoided major injury, ligament damage on the contact left knee injury suffered Saturday night. He has knee strain and is expected to miss at least 2 weeks. So Mike Conley suffered the Utah Jazz. Grizzlies star Ja Morant has a grade 1 left ankle sprain. Jesus Christ. Jazz, freaking Harden, Maxey, Joel Embiid, Damian Lillard, Ja Morant, Mike Conley all hurt. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. Everybody's fucking hurt. Cavaliers, Kevin Love has a hairline fracture in his right thumb and will be... Damn, so Kevin Love has a broken thumb. Jesus Christ. Piston guard Craig Cunningham feared to have a stress fracture in his chin. So fucking Kate Cunningham broke his chin. Jesus Christ. Hawks have opened up. So Hawks trying to look into possibly trading John Collins. Okay. Um, so Kyrie Irving got his suspension lifted. He came back last night. Um, but man, I can't all these fucking injuries, man. I can't believe all these fucking injuries in the National Basketball Association, man. Jesus Christ, man. Let's go to the Major League Baseball, man. Kyle Culler has agreed to return to the Harsha Tigers in Japan for a second season. Okay. Let's see here. Free agent Evan Longoria hopes to play 1 or 2 more years and is open to any competition team. Longoria, who turned 37 last month. All right, so Evan Longoria wants to keep playing baseball. Aaron Judge posted a reel to his Instagram. It was set to Pop Smoke's "Hello," which I includes the line "I'm the king of New York." So people are saying he's gonna stay in New York now because he posted this thing on Instagram. Okay. Let's see here. Giants have shown interest in Kenley Jansen. So we'll see. Imagine they get Kenley Jansen now. Let's see here. We're going around now. Dodgers will make a run at Aaron Judge. Logical with $100 million now off the books with Bellinger, Greg Kimbrell, Anderson, Haney, David Price, Trey Turner, Justin Turner off the roster. Needs to include shortstop, third baseman, starting pitching, right-hander pitching, and now all outfielder. Yeah, man, they're getting a lot of salary cap out of there, man, with getting away of Trey Turner, Justin Turner, Cody Bellinger, David Price, get Kimbrell. They are cleaning up their salary, man. Could they be fucking planning to offer a contract to Aaron Judge? Jesus Christ, man. Angels traded for Urachela, and they plan to use him as an everyday, and it's possible he may become their starting shortstop. That's crazy because Urachela is more of a fucking third baseman. Pretty interesting, man. They're gonna try to use him more of a shortstop. All right. Anyways, let's talk about some wrestling now. Let's talk about some wrestling now here tonight. Jesus Christ, man, we are fucking loaded on a fucking. What time is it? 2:21, man. I gotta get out of here. Hopefully, like in the next few minutes. Anyways, let's talk about some wrestling. What did we leave off on? I don't even know what the fuck the last wrestling time we met, guys. What was the date on Friday? I want to say it was the 18th. So when is this article from? The 18th. So I probably already talked about all this shit. Let me see this one. No, probably already talked about this. Let's see this one. Yeah, this was from Saturday. So CM Punk appeared at the MMA shit over the weekend. I think on Friday or something. And he pretty much, they were joking around how CM Punk, oh, now he's gonna fight for Wrestling Fury. Or it's like, oh no, you don't want me around in the fucking locker room. I'm bad news. And they're like, yeah, I don't want, the commenters like, yeah, I don't want to lose my job, man. I like working here. And the other commenters like, yeah, don't have him do a press conference. They just started laughing, making a joke at the whole situation. So, who knows? Is it, the AEW took him out of the video game. He was supposed to be on Fight Forever, AEW video game, and they took him out of the cover. So who knows what's going on, man? But they took him out of the cover, man. So who knows, man? Maybe they both just they're making fun of the situation because both AEW and CM Punk have moved on. Who knows? Obviously, the Elite are back now. Adam Coleman, they're seeing a lot of people are concerned about his concussion. Obviously, he's been out since the summer with the damn concussion, man. A lot of people are worried. Hopefully he's okay, man. Rhea Ripley was out like yeah 4 months with a concussion as well. So yeah, scary situation, man. Stone Cold Steve Austin is really working out. A lot of people think he's gonna be at WrestleMania this year. We still don't know, but he's been posting a lot of freaking working out videos on social media. So we'll see, man. We'll see what the hell happens there. Maybe he does come back. Maybe he doesn't. Who knows? Freaking. All right, let's see more news. So when the elites came back and they had their match with that triangle right in the beginning of the match, the fans started chanting "fuck CM Punk." So the fans, you know what side they are, and they're on the all elite side. Um, the they signed that Japanese guy Toshiro Shikoshiwu. I forget what his name is, but he's officially with AEW now. And then Kenny Omega challenged Will Ospreay to a match at Wrestle Kingdom. So I believe that's in January. So that's gonna be a good match, man. Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega, man. Kenny Omega used to do a bunch of stuff with New Japan that hasn't done as much now that he's with AEW. So good to see Kenny Omega going back to New Japan. MJF went to the freaking media scrum, and he went all heel, like motherfuckers, I'm the champion, respect me. All you guys are masturbating in your mama's basement. A pretty crazy heel promo. He even used the fucking F word and shit. Pretty good shit. He said, I'm gonna do what nobody else in this company does because they're not a star. I'm gonna go fly back to my movie set. So yeah, man, MJF, man, Jesus Christ, great promo there. Officially the AEW champion. Tony Khan, a lot of people are mad about the whole situation with the woman interim championship. Obviously, Thunder Rosa supposedly still the world champion. She's been out for months with a back injury. And a lot of people, even Sean Spears, Britt Baker, are pissed off at the situation on Twitter saying, what the fuck, man, just make her the official champion. You're either a champion or you're not a champion. And a lot of people are wondering, is the freaking Toni Storm reign as women's champion even can count because she was just interim champion. So Tony Khan said, I have to reevaluate the situation. I'm going to have a conversation with Thunder Rosa, have her give me a timetable, and then go from there. But yeah, a lot of people pressuring Tony Khan to take the interim tag away. We'll see, man. Yeah, so like I said, a bunch of people mad about it. Saraya, talked about how, her comeback and how she got her test done in LA and, how she gets treatment in AEW every Wednesday she goes. Whether she wrestles or not, they give her treatment. So it looks like AEW is really taking care of her and, giving her good treatment to take care of her back. So we'll see when the next time she'll wrestle. I think they told her once a month. And then maybe slowly add more matches. So she's probably not going to wrestle maybe again until December. We'll see, man. A lot of people wondering with Keith Lee walking out on the tag team match with Swerve. Are they going to have a feud now? A lot of people are wondering. A lot of people, I guess, want to see that freaking feud between Swerve and Keith Lee. So we'll see if we get it, man. Let's see here. So yeah. So I guess the podcast came out with MJF with the sports, whatever the fuck it was called. The one where they showed that clip a few weeks ago. I guess the full shit came out, and he said, yeah, I mean, obviously. He also said that not only WWE would be an option, but also just becoming a full-on actor would be an option. I don't know how serious he's about that. I think he's doing a movie right now with Zac Efron or some shit like that. I don't know, but he did say, well, I mean, that could also be a possibility, not just at WWE, where I just go to Hollywood full-time. We'll see, man. We'll see. He is a great actor. I mean, he's a great character, so... I'm sure that they're liking what they're seeing. The fucking producers, I'm sure they're liking what they're seeing, and they might be willing to offer a fucking contract to go to Hollywood. So yeah, obviously more fucking Twitter beef. Fucking the ass boys saying, I don't know what they said some shit and they're like, well, I bet. Then Jungle Boy responded, well, I'd rather get booked on the pay per view. And then the Ass Boys were like, well, maybe if we were like the Young Bucks and we hang out with Tony Khan until 7 in the morning, we would get booked. So, typical everybody, WWE does this shit, right? With Strowman and Ricochet and Mustafa Ali. They just fight over Twitter, man. Jesus Christ, man. People just fighting over Twitter. Like I said, CM Punk, it looks like he's going to be removed from the AEW game. It's crazy how they still have Cody Rhodes, who's been gone for like months, and CM Punk, who's only been gone for like 2-3 months, is out of the video game. That's kind of crazy. That just tells you how bad the situation is with CM Punk. All right, I think that's it with the. All right, so here we fucking go with these fucking recaps, and then we gotta call it a night, man. Thank God, man. So let's do SmackDown first. SmackDown. I believe it was what let's see here. Okay, SmackDown from freaking Hartford. It was funny both. It was funny both. Connecticut this week for Dynamite and SmackDown. That was kind of funny. So this sure starts off with the Brawling Brutes, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus doing a promo. They get interrupted by Sami Zayn. He pretty much guarantees a win over at Survivor Series that the Bloodline's gonna beat them. They're like, you don't even know who our final partner is. And he's like, and they're like, you're gonna shit in your pants when you find out who it is. And then that it leads off to a backstage segment. Of course, Jey Uso's like, why the fuck are you guaranteeing a win? We don't even know who their fifth partner is. Like, what the fuck you mean we're not gonna win? It's like, of course we're gonna win, but why are you guaranteeing it? So they're arguing, shit like that. Jimmy's like, you guys have to get it together before Roman Reigns arrives, and shit like that. Whatever. Then we end up having a World Cup qualifying match, Ricochet versus Mustafa Ali, which I'm not going to lie, even though I'm not a big fan of these guys' character, that was a pretty damn good match, man. A backstabber off the top rope. Ricochet wins it with a fucking moonsault, a freaking shooting star press, whatever the hell it was. Well, fucking Mustafa Ali was actually standing up and took it standing up. Mustafa Ali also did a pretty good job with the whole, selling the ribs injury that he suffered on Monday from Bobby Lashley. So it was a good match, man. Great match by these two, even though I'm not a fan of their characters. So Ricochet wins the match. He advances in the World Cup. Let's see here. So then we have fucking Karrion Kross versus Madcap Moss. Before the match, they teased about a potential romance between Madcap Moss and Emma. Emma's motivating him to have a good match. Obviously, Madcap Moss is trying to look for payback after about 3 weeks ago. He got his ass whooped by Karrion Kross. Remember, he got choked out. And it made him look like a pendejo because, of course, Karrion Kross won the match. It made Madcap Moss look like a pendejo. I don't know where the hell they're going with this. It seems like they made and me and Cody talked about this, how people don't care about Karrion Kross. They don't give him a reaction. They don't boo him. They don't cheer him. And I think they're starting to realize that. And it seems like they flip flopped. Where now I wouldn't be surprised if Bray Wyatt's first feud was going to be with Karrion Kross. In exchange, they give it to fucking LA Knight because he gets more reactions. LA Knight, he's got more personality. And I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with Karrion Kross now, but it seems like they've realized people just are not interested in Karrion Kross, and they kind of put him back more like in the mid card / jobber job. It seems like, feuding with Madcap Moss, honestly. So Bray Wyatt comes out to the ring. He's like, I have to apologize to fucking LA Knight for what I did last week. LA Knight comes out, but instead he slaps him in the face. And he's like, now we're even, apology accepted. But then he fucking punches him, and then he just walks away. He's like, now I have the upper hand. Now I have the upper hand. Um, Later on the night, there's a segment backstage. The Usos are asking Karrion Kross if he's a fit member for the War Games match, which doesn't make any sense because Karrion Kross just got done feuding with Drew McIntyre, and you can see Bray Wyatt in the backstage having a conversation like with himself, or like maybe Uncle Howdy, who's like maybe to us invincible. Who knows? But later on, you see freaking LA Knight trying to exit the arena, and as he's trying to exit, everything's dark, and you see the White logo appear, and then they come back from commercial break, and he's just laid down with a bunch of fucking like furniture, equipment on him. The freaking referees, doctors, security trying to clean it out. So obviously Bray Wyatt attacked them. They just didn't show it to us. So at least they got Bray Wyatt in some type of storyline now, at least. All right. Let's see here. Next, we got Shayna Baszler versus Shotzi. Obviously, Shotzi wins. A lot of people are mad. They're like, we understand you have to have Shotzi win to make her look strong for her match versus Ronda Rousey, but you couldn't have somebody else, maybe like a Leia or somebody else, lose the match. A lot of people were mad that it was Shayna Baszler, the one that lost the match. Anyways, whatever. Let's see here. Next, we have Imperium versus New Day and Braun Strowman. This whole match, a lot of people were complaining that because they made fucking Gunther be afraid of Strowman, he kept running away from Strowman the whole match. Which I believe what they're doing is they're pretty much teasing that Strowman's gonna win the tournament and he's gonna face Gunther for the Intercontinental Champion. But a lot of people were pissed off about that. Obviously, they're at the end. The New Day and Braun Strowman win the match. Gunther actually got scared there at the end to fucking get in the ring and break up the fucking pendejo face. But yeah, man, New Day and Strowman win the match. And next we freaking have the main event, which was fucking Butch versus Sami Zayn for the World Cup. But obviously this is more bigger than that. It's about the War Games match of Survivor Series. Butch wins the match. And then you have all of them fighting, you know, Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn, the Usos, Sheamus, McIntyre, Butch, Rich Holland, and then out of nowhere here comes Roman Reigns' music. It starts playing. He takes out everybody. Fucking Roman Reigns takes out everybody. And it was cool because every time, you know, he started fighting Sheamus, Michael Cole was like, these two have history. Years ago, Sheamus cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Roman Reigns. And then same thing with McIntyre, of course. These have history. They just fought it 2 months ago, back in September at Clash of the Castle for the championship. And Kevin Owens, even when he came out, he was revealed as the 5th member for the Brawling Brutes. Like, these guys, about a year ago, they had a crazy last man standing match for the title. So Roman Reigns has so much history with at least those 3 guys, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus, man. So that was cool. Michael Cole kept bringing up the past. Yeah, people forget, right? Especially the Sheamus. That was like fucking 3-4 years ago. Sheamus cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Roman Reigns. But yeah, man. Then obviously, you know, Kevin Owens comes out. It looks like Roman Reigns is going to take him out, but then he stunners him. And that was pretty much the end of the show, man. The Brawling Brutes and, you know, Sheamus, McIntyre, Kevin Owens standing tall in the ring. And the freaking Bloodline just looking like pendejos, especially Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn, as they can't believe that Kevin Owens was the 5th member for the match. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this shit goes for Survivor Series, man. Should be good, man. Only like 5 matches for Survivor Series, man. So we'll see how this shit goes. All right, let's talk about Full Gear now before I can get out of here. Let's talk about Full Gear and I can get my ass out of here. Full Gear from frickin' New York. So let's see here. This was a pretty damn good show, man. First match, it opened up with Jungle Boy versus Luchasaurus in a steel cage match. At the end, man, Jungle Boy goes off the top rope and fucking hits with an elbow, hits Luchasaurus. I wish that would have been at the end of the match, man. He would just pin him. I didn't like how they made Luchasaurus tap out. They made him look weak. They made him look like a pendejo. He's supposed to be this big 7-foot badass, and he tapped out. He tapped out to it was like fucking what 5'5", 5'7". I thought they made him look like a pendejo there at the end. But Jungle Boy wins the match. Pretty damn good match. And then we get right away we get the fucking Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks are back versus the Death Triangle for the Trio Championships, man. So they've been teasing, Bastard Pac was trying to convince Ray Phoenix to cheat and, use the fucking, use the freaking little hammer thing. So finally he convinces Ray Phoenix to hit Kenny Omega in the face. And that's how they fucking won the match. So that triangle retains the Trio Championships. And then it was announced that it's going to be a fucking best out of 7 between that triangle and fucking the Elites. So what they're doing is they just don't want to make that triangle look like they were just placeholders. But what they're going to end up doing, they're going to have this best out of 7. And then at the end, they're going to have fucking the Elites win the titles. It's just a way to make that triangle look a little bit better and not have them be like, oh, they were just placeholders while the Elites were suspended. It's a strategy, but of course they're going to get to put the titles back on the Elites when it's all said and done. But good match. Officially, maybe like a little flop flip here, now the Elites are the babyface and that triangle are the heels. All right. Next, probably the worst match of the night, Nalga Rose versus Jade Cargill for the TS Championship. Only cool thing about this was Vicky Guerrero came out on the lowrider with Eddie Guerrero paying a tribute. Where Eddie Guerrero used to come out with Papi. She came out with Mommy. A lot of people are saying it was Rhea Ripley's shirt that she used. Even Rhea Ripley acknowledged it on Twitter. Pretty cool to see. So everything else sucked ass. Jade Cargill wins. She improves to 42-0. Jesus Christ. She's like the fucking Bill Goldberg from WCW of the women's version. The Fatal 4-Way match, pretty damn good match. Sammy Guevara, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, Chris Jericho. Obviously in the beginning you have Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara working together, and Claudio Castagnoli and Bryan Danielson working together. At the end, obviously they all start fighting, man. You get a bunch of teases maybe that either Bryan Danielson and Sammy Guevara might win it. But then at the end, fucking Jericho hits the fucking elbow to Claudio Castagnoli and he wins, he retains. Jericho still the fucking Ring of Honor champion. Then we have Saraya versus Britt Baker. Obviously, very emotional match for Saraya. You could tell she was a little bit scared. A little bit, kind of overthinking stuff. But at the end, they give Saraya the win. Very emotional, crying with her husband after the match. So good for Saraya. We'll see. Supposedly, they told her to wrestle at least once a month and then maybe start adding more matches. So we'll see when the next time she wrestles. But nice little win there for Saraya. Next, we get the freaking TNT Triple Threat match between Samoa Joe, Hobbs, and fucking Wardlow. And Jesus Christ, man. They freaking have Samoa Joe win the champion. He's now a double champion. He's now the fucking TNT champion and the fucking television champion. Jesus Christ. He fucking cheats. He hits Wardlow with the title, and then he makes Hobbs tap out to the Coquina clutch. Jesus Christ, man. Again, same thing as Luchasaurus. You made fucking Hobbs tap out? What's up with making all these fucking big badasses tap out like this? Jesus Christ, man. Just have them lose by pin at least. Why are you having all these big motherfuckers tap out? Jesus Christ. So Samoa Joe's now a double champion. We'll see where they go from here. A lot of people are saying it's going to lead to Samoa Joe in a rematch versus Wardlow, and Wardlow's going to win the TNT championship back. What's the point? I don't know. Anyways, next we fucking have Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett versus Darby Allin and Sting. I'm not interested in watching Jay Lethal and fucking Jeff Jarrett. They did some cool spots, but whatever. Obviously, Sting and Darby Allin win it. And next we've got maybe one of the best matches of the night. Probably the best, possibly the best match in women's AEW history, man. Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm for the women's champion, man. a bunch of false falls. There were so many times you either thought that Jamie Hayter was gonna win, or even Toni Storm, man. Freaking, they did a fucking part when Britt Baker comes out. She does a curse stomp on the fucking floor, and I'm like, that's fucking it. And she's still fucking kicked out. You know, at the end, Britt Baker exposes the turnbuckle, and she hits herself on the fucking Toni Storm gets hit on the turnbuckle, and then Jamie Hayter does her finisher, and that's how she fucking wins. I thought Britt Baker was a lot of help there at the end. I was wondering if she was gonna screw with her, or even fucking once she won the title and they were celebrating, Britt Baker was gonna turn on her. But no, Britt Baker just celebrated with her. So pretty interesting. Now Jamie Hayter's a champion, man. Pretty damn interesting. And then we get the Acclaim versus Keith Lee and Swerve. Again, in this match, what ended up happening was kind of the same thing in the Death Triangle match when Bastard Pac trying to convince Phoenix to be a heel. But this time, Keith Lee does not listen to Swerve. Swerve slaps him. Keith Lee just walks away. And he leaves Swerve like a sitting dog. And he gets beat by the Acclaim. The Acclaim retain. Now maybe we get finally FTR versus the Acclaim. Are we going to get a feud probably now between Swerve and Keith Lee? Maybe. But yeah, we'll see, man. Main event time, MJF versus Jon Moxley. People, just like with CM Punk, they were chanting "fuck CM Punk" during the fucking Elite's Death Triangle match. Same thing here. They were chanting "fuck MJF." MJF came out as the fuck Jon Moxley. They were chanting "fuck Jon Moxley." Fuck Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley was working heel. You know, he was playing off to the crowd, chanting "fuck Jon Moxley." And he was the heel. He kept attacking MJF's leg. I thought maybe they were going to do a double turn and have possibly Moxley cheat to win. Because of the way the match was going, the people were chanting at him, "Fuck you, Moxley." And the way he was working heel, I'm like, wait a minute, they're just going to have Moxley cheat? Maybe they'll have him like won't stop beating MJF's leg. Maybe grab a chair and I don't know. I thought maybe they're gonna do a double turn, but they did a turn that a lot of people predicted. William Regal comes out and he hands MJF the fucking brass knuckles, and that was pretty much the end of the match. He knocks him out cold. Referee pins, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. MJF is your new AEW champion. William Regal left. He didn't stay and celebrate with him, and neither did he appear on the press conference. So who knows what the deal is now? Obviously, he can go back now and now I'm just gonna manage Bryan Danielson, Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli. No, actually, off the air, I think they said that those guys went out to the ring, Bryan Danielson, Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli, and helped Moxley walk back to the back of the arena right after he got knocked out. Sort of, they like, obviously we couldn't get no audio, no microphones. But it seemed like they were trying to like explain to him, no, he turned his back on you. He fucking hit you with the brass. He hanged them, the brass knuckles, and MJF on the title. And yeah, I mean, if Wheeler Yuta was pissed, he was hitting the ropes and kicking the ropes. So yeah, man, good show, man. Maybe outside of the Jade Cargill Nalga Rose match, everything else was pretty good. Good fucking show. A lot of people are saying this was possibly AEW's best show of the year. It maybe was. They pressed a reset button, especially with having MJF and Jamie Hayter win the Women's and the World AEW Champion. Right now, outside of fucking the TNT Champion, which is Samoa Joe, all of the champions are right now AEW originals. Jade Cargill, TBS, Death Triangle, the Trio Champion. Although, well, Bastard Pax is not, he's a WWE. But a lot of these guys now are AEW originals, which you like to see, man. They're building their company through their own guys. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens now on Dynamite this Wednesday. I'm excited, and we'll see what the hell happens. But until next time, I'm out like a light. Thank you.